infinite blessings to all. I wish to present to you our podcast, Healing Our Matrix. These are spaces dedicated to provide you with information to grow, heal, and evolve by cleaning your matrix. That is, your soul and your spirit, so that every day we have a better you, a better me, and a better us. Our podcast, Healing Our Matrix, is a beautiful gift from the Master ZOLYS, who have prepared themselves with me in the formation that bears my name, Solem Estrella. We're waiting for you to prepare yourself as well. Welcome, my beloved Master ZOLYS.
Hello, welcome to our first podcast in English of Healing Our Matrix. My name is AlexAmor, and I am a Soli Master from the formation Solemge Estrella. And today I am with a Master Soli Zihai. Both of us are the conductors of CHIEC. I'm located in Flagstaff, Arizona, and Zihai is located in Brooklyn, New York. So, Zihai, how are you?
Hey, Alexa,
Welcome.
how are you? Hi, everybody. How are you? We're so happy to be here, and we would love to share with you many things today. So, let's have fun.
Yes, yes. Well, since it's our first podcast in English, I'm super excited and a little bit nervous. How about you?
Oh, super excited and super nervous.
Well, our topic today, our first topic is Krystal Reiki. Why we chose this topic is because soon we will have our first Krystal Reiki workshop, which we are super, super, super excited about. We've been working on this for 2 to 3 years, so we are like happy to release it to the entire world. And we want to tell you about our experience in practicing Crystal Reiki, on becoming a Reiki therapist. So yeah, we are excited to share our experience, and so hopefully you'll you get attuned to that energy, and then and join us in our upcoming workshop, which is on August 8th, which is 8/8. So we're super happy.
Yeah, it's true. That's a great number to start things.
Yes. So to start our conversation today, I wanted to talk to you, to everyone, a little bit, and I'm gonna read a quote about Crystal Reiki. Crystal Reiki is a healing methodology with powerful tools that were channeled by our master Solemge Estrella after she became ill. Um, when she channels these healing tools, a new path opened to her to become and be in perfect health. In this way, she was able to help other people heal in her inside and exterior also, and learning how to deal with these illnesses or circumstances that were affecting their physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies. So, Crystal Reiki was structured to help with the cosmic healings to a higher level from um, U- Usui Reiki and Golden Reiki. So it is a powerful tool that we were able to learn through Master Solemge Estrella. So I just wanted to give people a little bit of a context of what Crystal Reiki is. Sihai, tell me, what was your experience in learning Crystal Reiki, or how do you find about it?
What's very interesting because I was hearing everything you were saying about Matusalem Estrella being ill and everything. And when I got into the formation and when I started, I met somebody that was a teacher, was not a master, but was teaching at that time this course called Equilibrium and Balance. That is an amazing course also.
Mm-hmm.
And then he recommended, why don't you go and do this Reiki course? And I said, I've never done Reiki in my life. I've done many therapies, and I'm a Chinese medicine doctor, and I study so many things. So it was super interesting. But I said, okay, let me do it. And the funny thing is, I hear you that you about the Reiki Sui and the Golden Reiki. I was never interested, but this one really caught my attention, and I said, you know what? Let me try it, and I loved it. I was This is more than Reiki itself as a concept because it's a course that is so amazing. It really works with all your bodies. It gives you sacred geometry. And for me, the experience was that with Reiki, all the things that I knew got exponentially lifted to a different level. So it was amazing, the experience. So then I said, you know what? I need to go all the way through all the courses that the formation gives because, you know, this is too good to be true. So that
Uh,
was my
I agree.
experience.
Alexa, tell me a little, how was your experience?
Well, mine was a little bit the same as yours. I always liked everything about like Reiki and tarot and astrology and all of that stuff. So I've always been looking for something that you know I connect with. And then I met Master Solemge, and at that time she was teaching Reiki Usui and Golden Reiki, and I joined her in that class, and I really liked it. I really enjoy that class. And then I know after a couple of months she channeled Krystal Reiki, and then she texted me and said, "Hey, I channeled the new technique," and I said, "Oh yeah, I'm excited." And I tell you, same as you. I mean, after I took that class of Crystal Reiki, like wow, that was like an amazing experience. It's a totally different energy from Reiki Sui. I'm not saying that Reiki Sui doesn't work. It's just that I connected more with Crystal Reiki, and to me was a wonderful experience. It's like my life changed. Honestly, it was an experience where I not only learned how to do Reiki, but also techniques that will help me change the way I was seeing my life. I learned how to forgive, how to release the ego, to work on my areas and processes and projects with a different point of view, and obviously the energy that you feel when you are like doing Reiki to yourself was amazing. So that was my how do I met Crystal Reiki. So kind of
Great.
like your experience, but I started with Reiki Usui at that time.
Oh, great.
And tell me, how did you felt? Like, I mean, I know you told me how you found Crystal Reiki, but how did that change your life, you and your family? Because that's
Yeah.
what's amazing about Crystal Reiki.
It's very interesting because I was going through I would say the most difficult time in my life. And for me, it was a miracle. When I got to, it's when I got there, it was like, oh my God, God was helping me to change my life. So when I got into the formation doing the course, I did, at that time, I couldn't realize the magnitude of the information I was receiving. And I saw very rapidly how was positively affecting my life. But specifically, I saw the changes in my daughter. She's 17. When I started, she was 15, and she was not in a good place. I was not in a good place either. So I could see in her all the marvelous work, and it was, only working myself. I could see how my family was transforming, and for me that was wow. I said, this is the most amazing thing I have ever seen. and I couldn't see it before. It's not that the therapies that I have done are not good; they're amazing, but there was always something lacking, that extra mile that you need to say, "Wow,
Mm-hmm.
this is amazing."
Mm-hmm.
So that was given to me by Reiki and to my family. So and now I see how my daughter has flourished and how my life has changed completely. So I could, I as you said before, it helped you make changes and how you perceive things and how you approach life. And
Mm-hmm.
I was approaching life from a not good place at all. So the course gave me some practical tools to really change my life, and in a very positive manner, no, and focus on and realizing that I was not doing things from a positive way of being.
Mm-hmm.
So I was struggling, fighting with things that that you need to let them go, you need to fight them. So for
Mm-hmm.
me that was amazing, amazing, amazing. What about you?
I'm listening to you, and I felt like, such happiness on your words, because that's one of the things that I love about Crystal Reiki. It's how your life changes. And after I've been in the formation a little bit longer than Zihai, and I have to say that right now, when I was listening to her, I went back, like, like the movie Ratatouille, when you go back. I went back and I said, wow, yeah, what she's saying is right. Like, at that time, when I took Crystal Reiki for the first time, I was managing my life in a way that, well, at that moment I thought it was the best thing to do. And now that you were saying that, I said, wow, yes. I mean, how life changes when we take this course, this workshop. It's amazing. It's like, because some people have asked, okay, yeah, but you just learn Crystal Reiki and that's it. And I said, no, it's you learn more than that. You learn how to manage your life in, like, so many different ways, that, yeah, maybe you don't realize it at the time that you're doing the workshop, but after a couple of years, then you'll see, okay, wow, yes, I was doing it so wrong. But I'm not saying it in a way that, yeah, we're doing it wrong. It's just we didn't know, these techniques at that time, in order for us to feel better. So yeah, I love what you said. I really connected with that thought that you brought up to the table, and that was my experience too. That what you just said, it's amazing to see the change in us. And most of the time, people, we as a person, maybe we don't notice it right away, but then when we reflect or hear someone saying, I said, wow, yes, the change was amazing.
Did it happen to you that you let go some things and you did not realize that you let them go, and maybe months or years later you go and, oh, what happened? Now I don't do this like that. Did it happen to you too?
Yes. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, to me, I think one of the things that I also love about this workshop, well, was that, like, letting go. um I think I've said it before in the Spanish podcast. One of the things that I let go, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, was, like, the sense of feeling like I was the best, in a way, like everything that I said was right, and I was not listening to other people. So, like, I let go of control and ego, uh because at that time I didn't, know that was, I was acting that way. But then, after the workshop, then I started working on that part of myself. And yes, that I love getting rid of the control. I think that's one of the best things that I've learned throughout the what is your the thing that you like the most through doing the workshop.
um it's interesting. I was hearing you, and yes, of course, control was a main thing. But something more than control for me was the suffering that control creates.
Mm-hmm.
That because there is like an anxiousness and a nervousness, that if you don't control something, you feel like
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm-hmm.
that is the
Mm-hmm. The
so it's like
anxiety.
the anxiety. So it's now I flow.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, okay, you know, but and is there is a freedom that I cannot explain, because it's so big and is related to everything, that you really, you connect to the universe, you connect to God, whatever your beliefs are, and then you flow, and you read, and there is I would say an assurance inside of you that everything is going to be okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say that I let go of everything, because I have seen how my life changed completely. And I was like, when you are like like in a box, and you cannot get out of the box, and you move around the box, and you go in circles, and
Mm-hmm.
and it's so limited. So with this work, what I found and was able to access was the unlimited in everything. So it's, oh, everything is great. Oh, this is a new opportunity. Before I couldn't see it. I was so, like, oh, um, encased in belief systems, in a way of being that was frustrating. That was creating a lot of suffering in me.
Yeah. So that's well, we want to tell everyone that Crystal Reiki, yes, you will learn Reiki, Crystal Reiki, but you will also work on your inner self, because another thing that I would like to share is that um when we decide to join, any workshop or any holistic therapy, that because there are many, in the planet, I think one of the things that I appreciate the most is that, um and I've done workshops, and I know you have too. You have done different ones, and you tell me your experience. I felt like in the other workshops that I did, yes, they teach you the workshop and that's it, but they don't go beyond that. And that's why I connected with Crystal Reiki, because it 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 teach me not only to heal myself with, symbols that are, energetic symbols that will help me heal, but also to work on myself, like in my inner self, and loving myself and appreciating myself. And I feel like the other workshops that I've done before, it's not that it hasn't teach me some things, because it does teaches you, but I didn't feel that connection where to, you know it helped me develop, who I am. I don't know how you feel about that.
I agree. I agree. I understand completely what you're saying, is that they teach you the technique. Maybe it
Hmm.
can be an amazing technique,
Yes.
but
Hmm.
when you try to, let's say, apply it to a practical level, then you find like a barrier, and you say, okay, how do I do this? The amazing thing about the Crystal Reiki is that they go in parallel. So meaning they give you all the Reiki instruction, but at the same time, they make you apply that on the practical level, and they teach you how to heal all your bodies. So it's hand in hand. So when you finish the course, you really know how to apply the therapy on your daily life. And,
Hmm.
oh, let me do this, or let me do that. So it's super integrated. And then it's easy, so you learn how to heal yourself all the time, but it's
Exactly.
on a natural and very spontaneous way.
Hmm.
It's not that you have to think about it. Okay, I'm going to do a therapy. No, 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 you're doing the therapy as an ongoing process.
Hmm.
That's, for me, that's the experience. And
Hmm.
I think that's the magical thing about the course. That is not only a course, is not only a workshop, is a they teach you how to live in a different way, and a healthy and a happy way.
Exactly.
So I don't know if that was what it was the same for you.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's like it's not something that where you're gonna feel like stressed or overwhelmed because, oh, I have to do this and this, like this way. No, it's like you said, it's very spontaneous. It's you flow. I think that's one of the things that you learn is to flow,
Exactly.
and not feel like you're in a school and where you have to, like, you know be rigid. and then you have to do it this way all the time. It's just you flow, and you let go of things, and then you do it on your own way, because what's most important is for you to feel happy doing what you're doing. And so yeah, I agree, I totally agree with you in that sense. And because we're talking about this, when did you feel like you were ready to approach other people to do Crystal Reiki? Because, and of course, for me, for example, when I started doing Crystal Reiki, I did it for myself, because I always like, all of that holistic things. But I never thought that I was going to be here doing a podcast or teaching Crystal Reiki. I just started to do it because I really like it and I enjoy it, and I did it for myself. And then after I felt the changes in me, then I started with my family, and then after that, then I started with other people, and until I got to a point where I quit my job, my 9 to 5 job, and then I dedicated myself to this. Of course, we do other type of holistic therapies, but I think that was like the learning process of Reiki. And I don't know, you tell me what your experience was.
Maybe for me it was easier because I was my line of work is therapy.
Yeah, right.
So for me it was very easy to integrate the crystal Reiki. So for me it was, oh, I'm doing this, let me do it for you. And as my clients, they really rely on me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, oh, okay, let's do it. So they felt great. They felt great. And then they said, okay, that thing that you did the other day. So I started talking to them
Mm-hmm.
and the benefits of it. And I would, for me, I my wish is that every family has one crystal Reiki therapist,
Yeah.
because that
Yes.
in that sense they can heal the family. And if I'm a strong believer that if you heal the family, you heal society.
Mm-hmm.
Though, so for me, when somebody comes to my therapy, I always try to see, okay, is this a person that is a candidate for being the
Mm-hmm.
therapist
Mm-hmm.
of the
Mm-hmm.
family?
Mm-hmm.
And it was very organic the way I approach people. And I'm a firm believer that if you live something and you have it integrated in yourself, it comes naturally. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, it's part of you. So
Mm-hmm.
I speak crystal Reiki.
Mm-hmm.
When somebody comes to me, it's like, okay, it's not that I have to make a propaganda out of it. No, no, it's like this is how I live. So
Exactly.
if you like it, okay, I'll talk about
Yeah. So, when you were talking, you were saying benefit. You said the word benefits, because you have been doing this line of work for so many years. And let's talk about what the benefits are of learning Crystal Reiki. And like you said, I totally support your idea of having one person in the family to be the Crystal Reiki therapist. That would be an amazing thing. And well, with the help of God, we will make it happen. But what do you think, in your line of work, what are the benefits of a person, uh, you, not only receiving, but, to be able to be a practitioner, or not practitioner, or a therapist of Crystal Reiki?
you. Okay, let me put it this way. You can be a therapist, or you can really be that person in the family that is a crystal Reiki therapist for the family. You can go from that little structure
Hmm.
nucleus that is the family to the society. And the benefits for me are amazing because, first of all, we have to realize that all our bodies have to be in balance to be in a in good shape.
Hmm.
Sometimes people say, oh, I'm not financially prosperous, or I don't know, I'm lacking this, or I'm lacking health, or I'm having
Or
bad
they don't
relations.
deserve, they don't deserve certain things.
or my relation, I don't have a good relationship with my husband or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe is an imbalance in one of your bodies. Maybe you have an emotional imbalance in one of your bodies, or maybe your thinking process is not proper, or maybe you're not eating properly. So the amazing thing is that when you start balancing all your bodies and they start synchronizing all of them together, you start manifesting what you want.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, on let's say on a practical level, on a physical world, that for me was the most amazing thing. Realizing that everything in life has to be balanced. So you go from in and out of balance because, as you know, the body has that process. There is a physical body called homeostasis that is always looking for balance within. So when you have that along among all your bodies, then you're going to start manifesting the life you want. So that on the physical level, on the practical level, that for me was the most amazing benefit. Okay. Then second, when you realize that you have that tool that you every day you can do a healing to yourself, wow, that's a gift.
Mm-hmm.
It's like taking a vitamin each day and renewing yourself, and it takes you only 7 minutes. So
Exactly.
that's it's oh, you go like, oh, I don't have to go, I don't know, to do get in my car and go to a therapist, pay that much money. So they do, no, you do it on yourself, and not
Mm-hmm.
you do it on yourself, and you do it to your family.
Exactly.
So you do multiple therapies, and you see how everybody gets in balance. So that those two for me are the most amazing benefits. What about you?
Well, I agree with you, and I also feel like the benefits is that you give your life a change like 160 degrees.
I agree.
That for me it's a benefit, and maybe because that's how I experience it. Uh, Honestly, the change that you do in you and in your life and with your family, because you include your family in it, it's I mean it's priceless. It honestly doesn't, I don't have any words to express how I feel, other than it is an amazing change. And that would be for me, to give you, like, that my feeling to give you as what is the benefit of learning Crystal Reiki. It's amazing. I honestly love it. I live by it, because it's wonderful. And like Zihai said, as soon as I started Crystal Reiki, then I decided, no, I want to go all the way. And because really it has been an amazing experience, and it all started with this wonderful workshop of Crystal Reiki. So we invite you from the bottom of our hearts to join us, because it's amazing. And we're, like I said, we're super excited because it's our first workshop in English. So we're like super eager to show everyone, all of these beautiful techniques and tools that you have to change your life. Because yeah, you might say, no, my life is fine right now, but if you reflect on it, maybe there are some areas in your life or some situations in your life that you say, I don't like that. And sometimes it's hard. I mean, I'm speaking from my experience. Sometimes it's hard. You say, yeah, I don't like this. And I'm going to give you an example really quick. um I am When I decided to quit my job, like that's a belief that you have to have a job, 9 to 5 in order to survive, and blah 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 blah. One of the things that I've learned through Crystal Reiki, and of course all of the techniques that we use right now, is that if you follow your passion, if you follow what you love to do, if you follow your that intuition, everything it's gonna be amazing. Everything's gonna work out, and you have the tools and techniques to get you there. And
Yeah, I agree.
that for me is what Crystal Reiki taught me. It's that if I follow what I love to do, if I follow my passion, I'll be fine because I'm doing something that I love. So that's why we're so eager to.
I completely agree. What Krystal Reiki teaches you is to be passionate with what you love.
Mhm.
And there, because it's interesting because you see so many people going 9 to 5 to a job they hate, so they feel depressed, they feel sad, and they feel drained. So that is one of the biggest gifts Krystal Reiki gave me is do what you love. And when you do what you love, you'll be happy. It's as simple as that. And as you said, oh my God, I need the money or the and that is a belief system. But if you do what you love, you're gonna get more money. It's not that's the truth. And it's
Mhm.
not that you're gonna work for the money. The money's gonna come in because it's gonna be like you do something that you love and oh by the way I'm receiving a payment. That's it.
Mhm.
But it's not that the purpose of working is getting paid.
Mhm.
It's going to be
It's an
there is a
exchange.
exchange of energy. That's it.
Mhm. Mhm.
So
So
it's
yeah,
it's true.
yeah. Well, thank you, Zihai. I don't know if you want to share anything else. I think we went really deep on Crystal Reiki.
I think so too. Thank you,
But
Alexa, for having me.
yeah. Well, I remember Crystal Reiki workshop starts August 8th. It's an excellent date. 8/8 is abundant. So, yes, join us because once you start Crystal Reiki, you'll see how your life change and a lot of abundance and prosperity and great things will come your way. So, we hope to see you there. You have all of our information has been showing up at the bottom of the screen. So if you have any questions, you can contact me or contact Zihai, and we will love to give you any information regarding to the workshop. And thank you very much for listening to us. We will have more podcasts in English. This is our first one. We wanted to start with a bang, and but we will have more. If you have any topics that you would like for us to discuss in the podcast, you can write us here on YouTube or our websites or emails, and we would love to hear your comments and any topics that you would like to talk. We will also have a live that's coming up, right?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes. Of course it is.
So yeah, don't miss it. We will put more information about the live event that we're having next week. So we'll hope to see you there. And thank you so much. Thank you, Zihai, again.
Thank you.
Love chatting with you, and we'll see you again on the next episode.
Thank you for having me. Bye,
Bye.
guys. Thank you.